Hey, it's Joel. Look at this. This is the bullet bill, the world's largest bullet bill, apparently, as my video said. We've got a lot to talk about because there's problems with this. We're going to attempt to fix it, and we're going to use some machines. Some things don't work. Hold on. It's going to be a bumpy ride right here on 3D Printing Nerd. There you are. Welcome back. I had to change the camera angle. I have a monitor right here, and I'm looking at it, and my stupid hair was out of frame. Maybe, I guess I could just kind of do stuff like this, but whatever. Look, this is the bullet bill. No. I know you're saying, Joel, that's Bonzai bill. I get it. Look, I get it. Just hold on. We'll get there. This is bullet bill, the world's largest bullet bill from my channel, July of 2017. The issue is, I've loved this model. I love the look of it. I look at it and I think, man, that was fun. The issue though is, well, there's a couple things. One, the print quality isn't the best on this. And I fully admit it because 3 years ago, I knew a little bit less. I knew a little more now, or I know a little more now. Whatever. Print quality wasn't the best, and I think it deserves a little bit of fixing. But also, right there, look at that. Look at that. So what happened was, this was in my car some time ago, and here in Washington State, it's not like it gets hot, but there's enough UV coming through to distort it. Or maybe it got hot in the car, hot enough to melt it. I don't know. So here's what we need to do. We need to take this apart. We need to look at the individual parts, and then we need to figure out what's to print. So let's crack it open. Okay, so now this part, we need to get the teeth out. I don't want to reprint anything unless I absolutely have to. Okay, teeth are out. So now we need to pop the eyes out. Wait. There we go. And then this one. There we go. And then that centerpiece. And just like that, look at that. Bullet bill deconstructed. Yes, I know Bonzai bill. I know you're saying that. Look, the video, when it went last time, there was a plethora of people who were technically correct.
The best kind of correct.
And they said that, well, if you look, it says bullet bill. And that is a bold-faced lie. So in the Nintendo universe, bullet bill is a bullet with arms. Bonzai bill is a bullet without arms. So the first thing we need to do, I know, we need to reprint this because the author saw all the comments and put up a Bonzai bill version of the butt. See, right? Look at that. So right there. Ready? Oh, son. So listen, back in 2017, July, I talked about all these. Joel, in the past, what are these printed in? Using Protopasta's HTPLA V3 filament. Okay. Joel, in the past, how about this? What is this printed in? Here is the red insert. This is 3D Fuel PLA, printed on the GMAX 1.5 XT Plus. Oh, okay, so 3D Fuel, that's good. This still looks good. I mean, if you look at that, it doesn't look like there's any damage. The layering is good. Plus, this is really just to consume some space and provide a little bit of red background. This is gonna be okay. Joel, in the past, what are these printed in? This is all Matter Hackers Pro PLA, printed on the GMAX 1.5 XT Plus. The teeth, let's take a look at the teeth. Oh, so if you look, the teeth are decent still. I remember at the time I did put a little white paint on them. I could paint them a little more, obviously. But the teeth still look good. They go in my good pile. The eyeballs, well, look at this. So the eyes have an insert. Let's see if I can get one out. Yeah. Huzzah, look at that. Hand tools. The eyes were printed in the same white as these, and then the black was printed in the same black as these ones. This and this, the Matter Hackers Pro Series PLA, printed on the GMAX 1.5 XT Plus. Man, I didn't have it dialed in or something, because if you look at the layers on that, it's just, It's not up to snuff. Like, it should be better. Honestly, it still looks cool, but it could be better. And if we're reprinting things, that's what we need to talk about. Plus, look at that indent. So it goes like that. And then, yeah. With the layering issues and the issues caused by the sun, we could print a new one of those. So really, it's just these two. Perfect. Okay, I have an idea. Let me go get something. Oh, there it is. Freaking huge. So here's an idea. I've got this Sindaver Axi 3D printer. It's huge. It's heavy, but it has a removable powder-coated PEI sheet. And I thought, well, is this gonna be big enough? Because I did it on the G-Max. If you look, this fits well within the PEI sheet. So we're gonna print this on this machine. And as far as this goes, I have an idea. I couldn't take the big camera off, but well, here. So for my other idea, here's what we're gonna do. This is the G-Max 2. And you know, the other pieces were printed on the G-Max 1.5 XT Plus. This is the G-Max 2. It's got, well, it's got a large build plate. Let's see, when's the last time you saw this? Probably the marble machine, right? Or that marble thing, which was a golf ball thing. So here's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna print the top section on this G-Max 2. It'll fit here, shouldn't be a problem. I'm kind of excited about that. Sounds like fun. We have a plan. I'll go put this Sindaver Axi back. I'll get it loaded with filament. I'll put the plate on, clean it off. We'll get this going. And then this one here will get started on the G-Max 2. This is exciting. We have a plan. Let's do it. Well, we have some results, and they're not good. So, the Sindaver Axi within its slicer, which is called Simple Slicer, it's a web-based slicing engine based on Cura, or it's got the Cura engine in it. But it lists the Axi as having a X and Y build area of 282, which is much smaller than that plate, which didn't make sense. I was like, well, let's just bump it up to 300, because the plate's big enough to support it, and I verified that the printer can address a 300 millimeter X and Y on the build plate. So I gave it a shot. This is what happened. Look at that flat spot right there. Look at it. What? And then there's this weird geometry right there. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. There's this weird geometry there. There's weird geometry here. For some reason, around the circle, it's just not working. But, I mean, if you look at the bottom, look at that. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And it says Bonzai Bill. Yeah, look at that. That is gyroid infill, also known as the best infill. I mean, these could look cool on a wall, right? Right, you could just kind of put it right there, maybe? I don't know. Well, while I think about that, and while you think about that, I have another idea. You know that Ender 3 Max, that machine that I unboxed on a stream, and we printed something with it, and then the next day I was able to tweet that picture of the monkey cup. It's great. Monkey cup. While the monkey cup is cool, the monkey cup doesn't consume much of X and Y. It's got a really large build plate, big enough to hold on to this model though. So it's gonna work. My fingers and toes are crossed. Let's print it on the Ender 3 Max. Yes. You know what's great? I've got a Wise Cam. I was watching the printers from home. I kept seeing really good results. The Ender 3, it's doing this weird stuff where it keeps beeping, like it keeps actively, digitally pressing on the button. I don't know of a way to describe it. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But it was going great. It was going really, really great. And it looked really, really cool. And then I came into the office and found this horrible thing. To say I'm upset is probably not words enough to describe my feeling when I saw this, because look at the bottom. Looks great. A little hairy, but the sidewalls were looking good. There was no weird inconsistencies in the geometry produced by the printer. Gyroid infill. Best infill. What the F happened? I shot a video when I walked into my studio and I saw this, and I will just let Joel of the past take it from here. I get into the studio today and something's wrong. Shoot, the Ender 3 Max. What? Wait a minute, this isn't moving and it's free. And then I realized that wires are unplugged because when this got moved, this is under the frame. So so now this is free to move and I get to start the print all over again. Dang it! Dang it! Right? Moving, so it was printing fine here, moving the machine right over there. I accidentally put the machine on top of the wire bundle. So at this point, to say I'm disappointed is correct. I'm really disappointed. The G-Max 2, this whole time, just running like crazy pants, just going and going and going. I started with the 3D Pink Mafia from Repcord that I've had for years, a great filament. I then moved on to some other filaments, and it's just going and going and going. It also meant I had to set up the Ender 3 Max one more time after clearing that wire bundle, and it's going. And will we see success? I don't know. Let's find out. First, this was printed on the Ender 3 Max in various filaments. There are no inconsistencies with the layers. The geometry is fine. Like it's that top layer inside there is so smooth. You can't see the gyroid infill, best infill, but you can see that. Look at that. Bonzai Bill, Forge 3D. Okay, this is fantastic. This is a good result. Honestly, the Ender 3 Max doing some amazing things with top layers. I'm pretty happy with how it performed, other than the constant beeping from the LCD, because for some reason it just kept beeping because it was digitally clicking the button. But we got a good result. Wait, nay, we got a great result. This is fantastic. The only thing left now is the G-Max print. Yes, yes, yes! This is the top of the Bonzai bill now. And this is that 3D Pink Mafia right here. This is a blue from Repcord, maybe, I don't remember. And a little bit of black right on top. It was running out, it worked. There's a little bit of stringing right there. And it's just because this model has been scaled up 4x, but that's fine because it happened on the other one. And I mean, it takes care of itself. So now let's see if it screws. It's terrible. Let's take out all of these little pieces that got in the way. Inside is clear. Oh, look deep in there. Do you see that? So whenever you're building something that has a conical shape or a top layer that you want good, the bottom layer, even though it doesn't, or the bottom part doesn't look very good, it doesn't matter because no one's gonna see it. If it impacts putting that thing in, then we can address it, but it's a success. Okay. Might have to grease the threads. Ha ha ha! Look at that. Look. Bonzai Bill's got a nose. We've got a great result. Now we have to see if all the parts fit. So these will get retired and these will get put into these. It's terrible. That lubrication I used for the feet on the Phenom, is there any left? Oh no, there we go. Okay, just got a little bit there. Now we got to put the things in here. So this goes in first. And again, that little horror show at the top, that could get in the way. I hope not. Okay. It's actually not terrible. That's in. I'm gonna do the teeth first. So let's see, these are the bottom teeth. Pounding always works, doesn't it? This eye's gonna go right inside, right here. Is that it? I don't even know if that's in. This is gonna go in here. And that goes back in there. Listen, good enough. So now, much easier. Yes! We've done it. Look at this. Bonzai bill is now proper. And actually, that looks pretty freaking good. I like that a lot. That is not too shabby right there. Bonzai bill, Forge 3D. The print quality on this, much better. Yes, it is multicolored, and it's not true. So here's the thing, though. Is this something you'd like to see painted, like properly, where I sand it down, put some filler in places, make it all fit just right? If that's something you'd like to see, let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this, obviously, throw a like to this video because that will help let me know what you want to see. But now that this is all together, you sit over here. So first, let's see, the Sindaver Axie. Just initial thoughts from this project. It is an expensive beast of a machine, and I think it's cobbled by software. I think there's a little bit of automation in there that isn't quite doing what it should be, and I think that the purported 282 on X and Y could be much, much larger. They're just not allowing it to be. I don't know. I'll have to do some more investigation. The Ender 3 Max eventually performed great once I got rid of the problem that I introduced myself. And for a machine, it's interesting. It's an Ender 3, but bigger. It's weird because it kept going beep, 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 and it kept digitally pushing that button. Also, Creality removed it from their website. What? What's the point? What's the point of me even using this machine anymore or showing it to you if it's not for sale or not something they make anymore? So I'll have to figure out what to do with the Ender 3 Max. It's not a thing, like it doesn't exist. So if you have ideas for that, let me know in the comments. G-Max 2, beautiful. Did a fantastic job. The filament switches look great. It performed well over time. I'm really, really happy with that machine and how well it's working. I have a bunch of prints from the machine, and I could just do a little showcase for you. If that's something you'd be interested in seeing, please leave a comment down below and let me know. I wasn't originally planning on doing just a print showcase from the machine, but if you want to see some of the prints from it, I'd love to hear from you. That's it. We're done. A big thanks to everybody that came by. And if you made it this far in the video, you're awesome. Don't forget to hug each other more, fight for a cause you believe in, and from a safe distance, high five. Potential thumbnail, potential thumbnail, potential thumbnail, potential thumbnail, potential thumbnail, potential thumbnail. I guess I could just do this, right? Let's see if I hold it like that. I'm just all.